to you about the love of God. So to know the true love,
Para conocer el verdadero amor,
you got to come to know God.
tienes que conocer a Dios.
When you come to know God,
Cuando conoces a Dios,
you come to know true love.
conoces amor
We
verdadero.
talked about the 4 different types of love. We
Hablamos de los 4 tipos de amor.
talked about eros, we talked about phileo, learned about storge love. We learned also about the agape love. One of the strongest weapons that a Christian can have
Uno de las armas más fuertes que un cristiano puede tener
is love. One of the weapons that the enemy wants us not to possess.
y es una arma que el enemigo no quiere que nosotros poseamos.
He doesn't want us to possess this love,
Él no quiere que poseamos este amor,
because this love
porque este amor
will conquer many things.
puede conquistar muchas cosas.
This love
Este amor
can make you victorious
te puede dar la victoria, puede ser victorioso.
in every aspect. The most effective way to minister to somebody
La mejor manera más efectiva para ministrar a alguien
is to show compassion. It's a love that doesn't demand anything back in return,
es un amor que no demanda para atrás nada,
but it chooses to love.
pero escoge amar.
So love is a choice. I believe God wants us to have the agape love. God's love was a sacrifice. When you look in the Old Testament,
Cuando miramos el Antiguo Testamento,
you see that man is trying to reach God,
miramos que el hombre, el humano, el ser humano quiere alcanzar a Dios.
and God's reaching out to man.
Y Dios está alcanzando al humano.
And the Lord told the men at that time,
Y Dios le dijo al hombre de ese tiempo,
offer unto me sacrifices upon the altar. But the sacrifice on the altar
pero el sacrificio en el altar
was that of an animal.
era de un animal,
But it was that of an animal that was dead.
pero era un animal que estaba muerto.
It was a dead sacrifice. So we find here in the New
Pero
Testament
encontramos aquí en el Nuevo Testamento
that Jesus Christ,
que Jesucristo,
when he went to the cross
cuando él fue a la cruz,
and when he walked on this earth,
cuando caminó sobre la
he was a living
era un
sacrifice.
sacrificio vivo.
And the living sacrifice demonstrated to
Y un
us
sacrificio vivo nos demuestra
what true love really was.
lo que